We're back here at Bayport High School. Great football game here in the first half. Probably one of the biggest games in the state of Wisconsin right now. Bayport coming in ranked number 1. They're taking on Middleton, ranked 16, coming in tonight's game. Good first half. Bayport dominating really time of possession. Middleton's made a big play on defense to give themselves 7 more points. It's 26-14 here at halftime, and Bayport will get the ball to start the second half. Well, I am honored here at halftime to welcome Tom Senecal. Welcome, Tom.
Mike, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
And for those people who know refereeing, Northeastern Wisconsin and statewide, Tom, one of the most accomplished officials I've known over the 35 years that you did this. And
way too
just
kind.
Just to give you a couple accolades here, 7-time WIA state basketball championships you refereed.
Yeah.
Do you remember all of them?
No.
Okay, so
No,
I didn't think so.
No, I don't.
And 2-time state football championships.
Yes, sir.
A little different in football than in basketball because it is the state championship.
Oh, it is.
When you're doing football.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball,
Yep.
in your 7, were there any state finals in there?
Yeah, we did the Division II final, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That was exciting.
And so,
Now, but here's the thing I got to add, right? Because I was at state 36 times because I was the liaison official for both the boys and girls state basketball tournaments. So I saw the inside of the Kohl Center multiple times, right?
well, that's the type of person you were, always
Yeah.
giving back.
Yeah.
And talk to me how you got into it. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Well, it was actually right over here at the old Bayport Field House or down the street. I went to watch my son play a little game, and the umpire was a young kid. He just out there in short pants and his tennis shoes untied and everything. And I said, God, there's got to be. So I said if I was going to be, if I was going to complain about it, I was going to be part of the resolve, right?
Sure.
So I happened to be walking across, and my son was playing ball, and Pete Swigum, God love him, was walking across to officiate a ball game. And I said, how do you get involved with this? And he got me all hooked up, and that's all it went. Yeah.
And over the years, I mean, who are the people that you kind of looked up to in your official?
Oh,
Everybody
geez.
has those people, right? And who did you look up to when you started, like, hey, I want to be like that person? And
well, Lee Cornish comes to mind. Lee is Lee's the top of the pile guy. You know Lee.
You bet. I my last basketball game with Lee.
Yeah, Lee is top of the pile guy, and Todd Gutzman, and certainly Paul Spoody, and just a lot of guys that are really good at their craft. And they paid attention to it. They put time into it, and because not everybody does, right? I mean, they're out here, they're wearing the gear, but
Yeah, talk to me about that. I mean, we see officials like right here on a Thursday night,
right?
Come at 7, and this game maybe till 10 because it's just a long game.
Yeah.
But what preparation goes into
this crew
getting
out
ready
here,
for a season?
I know these guys specifically out here. They put a lot of time in. We go to clinics. Actually, the football season started about first part of June, maybe the latter part of May. And you took a little bit of time off, but then you start getting your manuals and you do videos. And, of course, the associations are as strong as they've ever been with the GBOA here in this area and the Fox Cities down in the Appleton area. These guys are kicking it, and a lot of things are being done virtually now, so we get to do it more often, right? When we had to meet physically, well, you couldn't bring them out of the house so many times, right, and keep them. So now with the virtual app platform, my God, you can meet every week,
Right.
And some of them are, and there's a lot of work that goes involved. And I hope the fans out here appreciate these guys because we're getting older.
Correct.
We're getting older, and as we mentioned, talked before the game here, that we're doing this game on Thursday night because we don't have enough guys for Friday night.
We can't find officials. So a lot of people
Right.
ask, like, why are we doing games on Thursdays? And it's because there's not enough officials. And so some games will be played tonight, other games will be played tomorrow, and this crew probably will be somewhere on Friday doing their thing. Talk to me about the day of a game. I always know that when I would see your name on a check that I would sign, I would know that, I mean, if it was a 7 o'clock football game, I would joke around saying, like, Senecal might be here at 4.
Yeah.
So
and that's no joke.
That's not a joke,
no joke.
right?
Yeah,
so
because,
what's it like the day of a game for you?
Well, it's whatever you're doing at the office, that kind of ends about 10 o'clock in the morning, even though you're physically still there till 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But you're on it. And, of course, with the crew, we're texting back and forth. And my guys, we had built in a lot of jocularity into the camaraderie part of it, because it just breaks up because we worked pretty hard at it. I mean, we studied, and then what time are you going to get there? And, of course, like you said, Senecal was always there before the school opened up sometimes, And so
the buses weren't gone yet. You were parking in the bus corral or something.
So and that got to be a standing joke, but and then they start meeting it, and we dressed a certain way. And then when we started having some of the upsets in the schools, we start wearing badges so they know who we were when we got out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And we wore the same uniform, and we looked the part. We acted the part. We looked the part. And so, we put a lot of time in. We meet during the off season. We'd come over to my house, and we did 2 exams a year, right? People don't understand that we do 2, or we did.
Right.
We did 2, 100-question exams. And then previously, before they ended it, but the WA would make us come to a region and at your school or somebody else's school, and we would go through a rules interpretation meeting, but they don't do that anymore either. And that's okay. That's good stuff. We can do the virtual stuff. That's all right.
Yeah, and you were president of Green Bay Officials Association for how many years?
Well, it was a 2-year term that lasted 24 years.
24
Mike.
years?
Thank you for asking.
Well, I knew I'd get 24 calls from you because you'd always want to reserve the room at Bayport.
That's right.
To make sure you could have
and
a
by the
meeting
way,
there.
thank you for that, by the way. I mean, your staff over here, your guys setting that up and was just incredible. Just the hospitality and making us feel at home here. And other schools that offered, but because I lived in the area, made it convenient for me, right? Because it was just a good program to be at.
One of our night custodians right now, Tyler's in the building. He's listening.
Yeah, is he?
So he just texted us saying he's listening in.
Tyler was a good guy. I think our volleyball guys were here last night.
Okay.
At the school, and when the school's not open, it's tough because sometimes we made appointments at the end of the school year, and then that didn't get transcended down, and we only had that happen once. But I think we even got you involved that one time.
I think I might have been involved.
We got
I didn't solve anything, but I looked good doing it.
But the officiating, it's a great avocation. It's a lot of fun. I cannot tell you. I mean, we put the effort in at the time. There was a lot of fun. The camaraderie. When you asked me if I missed it, and I think Chris was asking me if I missed it, and I said, no. I mean, don't be insulted by that. I mean, if I had an opportunity to go back out there, I might. But I did it all, right? I mean, it's time for somebody else to go do it. And plus, I did so many other things and got involved. I couldn't stay out of trouble, so to speak. So, yeah.
Is there a couple memories you have of your time doing that kind of stand out for you? That was a big game, or that maybe not even a game, or just the atmosphere.
There's just a lot of them. There's a lot of them. One right here. We did a second or a third round game right on this field here, and the place was packed. I mean, just packed, and these guys on the home field and guys on the other side. It was a cold evening, and and it was a close ball game, and I don't remember them much anymore. I mean, I don't. You probably don't remember your games either.
I don't.
But we had a lot of them. We had a lot of games. And I reffed 4 sports, right? So there was always 1-run games in baseball or softball, and then the last second shot in basketball, and but football and sometimes the balance of athleticism is starting to wane a little bit. I mean,
correct.
We always refer to this as the University of Bayport here, right? Making kind of light of it, but you got numbers, right? You got numbers.
Well, Middleton too tonight. You see it on the sidelines.
Yeah. And Middleton's been a powerhouse.
You just don't have that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Now people don't understand. We were just talking about this before that there's a white hat, right?
Right.
Everyone calls them referees.
Right.
Football referees. There's only one referee.
That's right.
And that's the guy who wears the white hat.
Right.
He's the guy in charge. And that was you.
That's me.
Did you start as a white hat guy?
No, I started on the crew as a wing official, as a head linesman, and I actually loved it over there. And then I worked
right by a coach.
Oh,
then, right?
Come on, put me there.
Charge of the chains.
Yeah. And I was the head linesman, and I did that at the collegiate level as well.
I remember that.
I did that for 7 or 8 years, and college coaches had a neat trick, right? The assistant coaches, they would come out and they'd have like a list. In their mind, they have a list because they'll come over to you because they pretty much figured you worked the game on Friday night, right? They pretty much figure you're a high school guy. So they come over and say, now this is college football, right? And they start going down the list, and some would be nice, some would be kind of cute. And I finally told one guy, are you on statement number 25 yet? Let's get to it. Get this over with. But it was fun, and I liked the head linesman's position just a wee bit than the referee's job. But the crew opened up, and before the crew disbanded, I said I would take it over, and that's how I got to be the referee.
Hey, give a little shout-out to the crew or the people that you work with mostly.
Oh, I'll tell you. I mean, Rick Jerkanis and I, my umpire, and works for the Green Plate Police Department. He was top of the pile guy. I mean, both of us are a couple of Yoopers. We didn't find that out till we met here. And but we worked college ball together. And then Tommy Williams and Jared Spooty, you know Paul.
Yep.
He's just a lot of guys on the crew. And I know and Michael Betancourt, I just picked up. He moved to town recently. And he's with Timmy Marquardt now.
Oh.
So Tommy Williams and Tim Marquardt are together. And Michael Blodgett. And Hustle, I mean, he's a little bigger kid, but run from sideline to sideline like a madman. And you might have seen him out here. He's a good guy, and we had a good crew. And I think they were sad to know that, because Rick and I had enough. We ended in Ripon. We had, I can't remember, but it was a round 4 game, so that was it for us, you know. But I applaud these guys being out here tonight, and the JV guys that were here earlier.
Yeah.
And your phone never stops ringing. I mean, I used to get, and still to this day, I mean, because I'm still registered with the WIA.
Just in case you're coming back.
Yeah. And I don't know why I did either. and they always laugh about that because their numbers get skewed because old guys
well,
like
you
that.
and I could come back and maybe do a game. I know we did some in the past.
An old-timers game.
Yeah, we made a lot of guys look tall in basketball.
But we were fast. Don't you laugh, Chris. We were fast.
We were quick.
We were fast. There wasn't a kid beating us to the baseline, I can tell you that. And that's what I always prided myself on. I always said to myself, you know, if I can't get up and down the floor anymore, or if I don't look good in the uniform, it's time.
Well, Tom, true professional, and every
God
time
bless
I've
you.
met you, man,
Thank you, my friend.
Worked with you, and I
Thank
appreciate it. We wanted to have you on here, and just thank you for all the
Well,
giving
hoping I
back
didn't
to high
embarrass
school
you there, Coach.
athletics. And just want to say thank you. It means
welcome.
a lot for us to have you on
God
tonight.
bless you. And to all the listeners out there, if you ever thought about officiating this avocation, come on.
Agreed.
Come out here and give us a hand.
We need good people.
Yeah. You can yell us all you want, but then Monday morning, sign up.
Exactly.
Right? Sign
exactly.
up. Chris, thank you.
Well, that's Tom Senecal.
Yep.
Legendary official, even a better person than a referee. And so it's 26-14 Pirates. We're at halftime. We'll start the second half with Bayport receiving the kick. You're listening to Bayport Radio.